said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Snags a quick pass on the left. Let's talk about Alabama. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Quarterback adapting. It's complete to the right. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. One thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
This offense has it with really good field position.
Now, Oregon.
Gets the back moving. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it behind the line. It's crossed. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
Gives it on the option.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He's got him in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Godet. The screen, he's got wheels. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll pull it on the read. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, and watch out. Turning it on. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Godet. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. This quarterback, part of their running game. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. To the air, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slips a tackle. He'll pull it down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tennessee. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Powers through the defender. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Smith dropping to pass. That's caught. It's Cantrell. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Might be calling a hot route. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Running into the open space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. Looking to buy time. Pulls it in. It's Perry. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Finds a little space. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. It's complete. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the one. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
42 Spider.
Quarterback will keep it.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
This offense is racking up some yardage, but they've got to be able to finish the deal by scoring touchdowns. 3rd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense puts up 6 with that trip for the end zone.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. From the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Godet. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Calls his own number. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Offense scoops it up and still going. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Lawson. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. And look at it. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to LA. It's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Buys a little extra time. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line, rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods.
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position. And the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up the wrong play, but because of his speed and natural athletic ability, he can bail you out and go find positive yards.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Godet. Buys a little time. Throwing on the run. That ball is hauled in inside the 35. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Wide open downfield. Got enough space. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lawson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put. Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He wants to change this route. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. Turns it on in midfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Ducks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Smith wants to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Perry.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right.
Let's go.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Godet. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, the next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The screen, he can go. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. But you do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. It just has to do better moving forward.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
At the 10-yard line. 4th down coming up.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The play action fake. Extending the play. Makes the grab. He's got a first down.
And that's a play the defense had to have, right? You're down in the game. Offense wants to stay aggressive and go for it on fourth, and they're throwing it. All you got to do is get one stop, regain the momentum, give it back to your offense, and they could not come up with a plan.
Now on first down from the 28. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.